Hello everybody, and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today, we are having a couple of technical issues with the fire up of the stream, which should now be fixed. And we're going to be playing the Paris Regional winning deck. Alright, let's give him the GLHF. So let's put that out. Let's put that in front of it. So we're playing a deck that has government takeover in it. So that's a thing. So, yeah. Things are going to get spicy. Government takeover, everybody.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Hey, Knuckle Guy, thank you for the subscription. Alright, so we're going to res this Rashida because we need some more ice. So we're going to go R&D, we're going to go HQ, and we're going to click for a credit. And we're going to armor up. We're going to put this surveyor out there. We'll advance this once. Then we'll gain a credit again. And we're going to put the advancements tokens on the Mausolus. I haven't played an SSO deck in a really long time. I'm super excited to be doing this with everybody today. Hopefully, I'm having some issues today. So we've got, they're doing some setup. Just give me a second. I gotta try to figure out what's going on. There we go. I couldn't see chat for a second there. So I couldn't see if my commands were coming up. Alright. Balder. Excuse you. Alright. So I think we're going to keep building. Because now things are looking pretty crazy. And now we've also got good amount for a mass comm so that we can res everything. They got a lot of money. We have the GT in hand, not ideal. So we got to start moving. There's only one biotic labor and there's only two red planet couriers in this deck. I don't believe we have any kind of no, we don't have any kind of tutors in the traditional sense. So now, if we can find a biotic and a red courier, planet couriers, we can just end this game. Ideally, what would happen would be that we could murder them. Alright, so we'll res, since it's not 5 strength, they can't use David on it. Let's draw. I need to get another ice in front of this asteroid belt. Just to protect it, if nothing else. They're ripping through their deck, trying to get stuff set up. Let's undo this click. Let's put this in front on HQ. Let's put this out in a new remote. And put that in there. And then as far as placing advancements tokens, we'll put some on that. So a lot of this ice is no cost to us, which feels pretty good. What a weird... Because they still don't have the MK that they need. Where are they going? Do they have a Black Orchestra even? Basically, we just need them to not hit the Red Planet Couriers. Gotta love those 1 in 7 hits when they come through. We gotta try to get him to go steal it, right? How's everybody doing, by the way? Chat's a little quiet today. I completely forgot about my coffee. Love a little extra money. So because we have the Embolus, we can actually slow roll. Pretty effectively by keeping this Surveyor at server 4. That's tough. I think I really like playing like run a lot kit. We're gonna slow advance a government takeover. Here in 2019. I think, Mark, on runner side, it's probably run a lot kit. And on corp side, it's probably doing like mirror morph or sports metal, like True Glacier. I wonder why they're not using their hippo. So paperclip coming out. They can't break anything on here. Let's see what they grab. All right, I want the government takeover victory. With 10 agenda points. Good game. We did it! We slow rolled a government takeover. That's right. One of Zellinger's, I would say, really, really great art pieces for Netrunner. Oh yeah, that doesn't crop well at all. Yeah, unfortunately that's not going to work just because of the aspect ratio on that piece. So let's go back. But yeah, I mean, the deck works. And that's kind of a bit of a proof of concept there, just because if you can lock Freedom out of Centrals pretty quick, the game gets pretty bad for Freedom pretty quick. Oh. Boulder, stop! He's now learned that he can pull the wires out of the headphone wire out of the computer, and that'll get me to pay attention to him. Potter, you want to up? Come here. This seems pretty okay. Alright, so let's put that on R&D. Let's put the thimble... Let's put the border control on HQ. And we'll just gain a credit for now. Not an ideal open. You like to start... You like to start with a City Works project. Alright, so they got lots of money. Oh, okay. It's one of these. So Power Tap is likely to be their restricted card. We really need a face-up agenda here, ASAP, to kind of turn the deck on. Because we don't have the money to kill them. Nor do we have the punitives. Not ideal. So they're probably going to credit kiting out the Nexus. Yep. So they're going to start ballooning away with money. If we don't get a face-up agenda soon, I would say that it is highly unlikely that we will win this game. Because we'll never catch them on money is the issue. So right now, we can start working towards a slow roll with the City Works project. So that keeps them out pretty effectively. Because when they pass, we jump Thimble Rig down to the 3rd position, and also Asteroid Belt is a free res. They're going to take this just so that they get the extra money off of clearing the tag. Can't really blame them. We're going to move Thimble Rig back up to the top so that we can continue doing what we were just doing. Thimblerig is really good security nexus tech in a weird way. We are living in the danger zone. I think we have it. We got another government takeover scored. That's 2 countries we've taken over so far today. I don't like this hand. Ooh, I like that one even less. Man, with us getting these government takeovers in the opening hands, or pretty close to the opening hands. We gotta lock down all the centrals. We could lose here off of a single pull. That government takeover is going to be the death of us. Mm-mm-mm. Do we have a way to get the government takeover back if we lose it? I think we gotta ditch it. Them hammering HQ is just gonna destroy us. I guess we probably should have held on to it. Yeah, unfortunately, I think they've got us pretty... They got us pretty hard locked here. Adam's always going to be a tough fight for anybody who wants to kind of go slow. See, now I feel like a doofus, because if I had kept the government takeover, we'd have a decent shot at winning, but now I don't think we do. Let's see if we can pull it out. gonna have a rough time. It is a very big server. It's not a good server, but it's definitely a big one. This is what we're reduced to. Slow rolling, trying to get what we need. I got two I got ahead of myself with our previous success, and I really botched my card keep choices this game. But we're going to keep practicing, and we're going to keep working on it. Oh, that's game. Good game, well played. All right. I think I got a little tilted by being up against Adam, and I made some very poor choices. Poor choices were made. So now we're 2-1. 2 government takeovers scored. We're up against Nat. This is probably a mill deck. Let's give him the old GLHF. So let's put this out. Let's put an ice in front of it. Get a credit. What do we want? We want Wormhole, and we want Wormhole. Because now we can turn Wormhole into duplicates of the second subroutine, which is the end of run while searching for cards, which will be super duper good for us. See, the thing that's nice about like a spoiler base deck like what this person is playing is that we don't need to score. We can do 1 to 2 scores to win the game. Next turn we can install Hostile, advance this twice to score it, and then still put the counters here. Frantic Coding for Gravedigger, not surprising. Tropes, all 3 tropes going into the bin feels very good. So let's put this in a new remote. Let's advance, advance, and score. So we lose a punitive off the top when we take a bad pub. We're also going to end the turn by putting the advancements on wormhole. So now these wormholes are additional copies of Whoredom. So let's get some ice on archives and some money. Thimble Rig's probably our worst card. So the biggest thing here is if we can get the Biotic in the GT, we can just win. That sweet, sweet government takeover, baby. Okay, we got the archived in our hands. That's very good. Can't use contaminate. What's up, Andrew? So we really want to try to win in one turn, if possible. So that's what we're going to try to do. Because then next turn we can Red Planet Couriers the City Works project and score both at the same time. Yeah. I know what that's like, Andrew. Okay. So now, let's Red Planet Couriers. Actually, hang on. Good game. All right. So let's take a look at the list. I mean, it feels pretty strong. Only having 7 agendas is pretty wild. 22 ice, Masscom. Masscom's very, very good. Alright, I don't think this is going to be fast enough. We didn't get anything much faster, but at least we've got a Rashida, so... that'll speed us up a little bit, right? Yeah, no fast track is a little wild, but... so far, that hasn't been a huge problem because we've been pulling the government takeover super easy and super fast. Alright. So they're on the normal Woo deck, which makes sense. It really is one of the strongest decks in Netrunner right now. So let's see if we can push it to the limit, right? We need to close up the servers a little bit. So we'll do it on Mausolus because that's the one that if they hit it, it will really jack them up. The big thing is they're usually on Kushuk. So we want to make sure that we have border controls on remotes because they only run 3 of them. So if we can get make those runs like super low value, then you know we can really cause some damage. Oh, thank you. 9 Inch Nails is one of my all-time favorite bands. Let's get rid of that. Let's draw. Let's put that out in a remote. Any click that they spend trashing stuff is a click that they don't spend setting up. Yeah, VK and low pert fast tracks are usually the staple, but then again, this person did win a tournament with this deck, so it's not like they're a slouch. Right, so now we're just making their R&D lock really unappealing. Let's draw. Let's draw again. So now we actually have the combo. So Lamb's coming out. They're getting themselves in a position to take the agenda. I think the big thing is by focusing on putting some of the freebies on R&D, we're really gonna make it very taxing for them to check places, which is nice. Let's advance this once more. I really want to see if they're going to be willing to take it. Then we will mass commercialization for 12 credits. Then we're going to place advancement tokens on something, and it'll be on this nebula. Because if we can get them to take this, we will murder them. And their lock is getting less effective as time goes on. This is so wild. Look at this ice tower we're building. Because this is 7 plus 2 per ice. So 7 plus 8, 15 to break this one time. Okay. I mean, they can't steal this. Are they just quitting? I mean, we could just slow roll like this and just use our ice to tax. I mean, but Val has to set up the APOC pretty rapidly, right? And they left without conceding. Nero. That's neat. We'll keep this since we've got an agenda in the opener. So we're going to put out the Hollywood renovation. We're going to put an ice wall on HQ, and then we're going to put an asteroid belt on server 1. That way we can res ice on both of these servers pretty effectively, pretty early on. I love the interaction of Hollywood renovation, which lets you put an advancement on something else, and hostile infrastructure, or hostile takeover. It feels really nice. Rex! Oh my goodness, what a good boy. So we'll res this for nothing. They can't break it. I have no idea what they could be doing, so we're going to get the Mausoleses out. Something that we can res with the amount of cash that we have. Big spender coming in with the Tycoon. They want our agendas, makes sense. No punitive there. It was a little reckless. Thimblerig's probably... Actually, Thimblerig's actually really, really good. Because Thimblerig eats up those Rex tokens. I have no idea what they're going for, to be honest. But we got to be careful. Oh, Rosetta, nice. Oh my goodness, it's an Au revoir deck. Some wine we hardly knew ya. Haven't seen the wine floating around. Oh, I don't have that programmed into the card pool anymore. So I wonder if they jack out here for the 2 credits. Border control here, potentially giving us 3 credits, almost, and then breaking it gives us 2 credits, so this is good. Because remember, the run ending is not the same as them jacking out. Unfortunately, we're going to have to res this because we can't let them farm. I want to force them to break it. So that they can't get the money. Man, this stinks. Alright, we just need, we need, yeah, fast track, right? This is one of those things where a fast track would be really handy. But we just don't have it. Also, I need to just res this, so I stop forgetting to res it. Ideally, we draw into a city work soon. Or a biotic. Oh, neat. Study guide is their permanent code gate breaking solution. It makes a lot of sense, actually. I mean, they're getting a lot of money to do a big dig, but we have a border control on this remote. I'm gonna put the wormhole on the outside. Because the biggest thing here is that the embolus makes it really hard to interesting. See, I think this is one of the problems that can happen with these builds, is people get, like, very, very focused. On trying to, do their thing with regards to au revoir, that they forget to, like, win. Which, of course, they're going to be digging big. So... Let's see how many they use. They're breaking some code gates pretty inexpensively here. Our best case scenario is that they get a 5-3 and we can just blow them up. Well, I mean, they can hit the government takeover here and we lose. So they whiffed. That's a huge deal. Because now with the Embolus in play, there's no way that they can get this. So we just win by red planting couriers next round. They're going to give us the money. Balder, stop. Alright, we did it. This deck is surprisingly strong. Balder, come here. Come here. Good luck, have fun. I think we can afford to leave R&D open here, because if they do hit a 5-3, we might be able to get a quick kill. Balder, come here. Oh yeah, come on. Alright, so we need replacement ice pretty rapidly here, or we're just gonna lose. So let's put that in server 1. Let's put that on R&D. Let's put that in server 1. I mean, all we can do is play with the hands we're dealt. I guess our biggest concern here is this turtle, which is probably... This is probably an APOC deck that we're up against. You know, and that could be very bad. Yeah, I mean... it's the free YouTube playlist. This stinks. We're not going to be able to get set up. Yeah, like they're just clicking for money. While we're wasting away here. It's just, I went into YouTube's free electronic music library and just downloaded like everything that was there. I don't know what we're gonna do here. We're in a bad place. Like, this is so much money. Yep, there's the government takeover, so that's basically the game. Yep, that's game. They're going to take the money. Yep. Yeah, our one hope there was that they wouldn't take them at the start of our turn. Like, we could do a long pause, then hit them with the punitive. Well, it's been treating us pretty well so far. Let's check how we're doing. We're really 5 games up because somebody left without conceding. So we're now 5-2. That's not bad, considering it's my first time touching this deck. Let everybody know, tomorrow I will be streaming with the Nisei card booster pack for Worlds. So I'm going to be featuring a bunch of previously unseen cards, so tune in. Probably going to start around 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'm in Eastern time. New York City time. What is this? This is probably...
Hello, this is Waste Industry calling.
Yep, reminding me that trash day is pushed back. Scoops, scoops, scoops. Yeah, that's right. I got so many scoops. 2 scoops of flavor. All of these wonderful new cards are courtesy of Nisei, which you're going to find out more information about them here. Oh, right. You know, I've got the thing. I got the thing for when we punitive people. Okay, so we could potentially be up against an APOC Val here, which would be pretty rough. So, we have to be wary of that. So let's go ahead and put some ice on R&D. Let's put this out, and then let's put something that we can turn into a 0 cost to res in front of it. Now the big thing is since we could potentially be against APOC, we need, yep, I was going to say we need a central with, we probably are going to need 2 ice, 2 to 3 ice, oh, Eddie Kim, okay, maybe not. So now our plan, whew, let's draw. Let's put that on HQ. Get a credit. And we're going to place advancement tokens on the HQ ice. We're going to res for free. Getting all of this ice res is very good. Yeah, I would say so. Alright, so let's start slow rolling. So I actually kind of want to put this here. We're going to put that out in server 2. And we're going to advance this once. Yeah, sure. Because we can bluff it as a Chrysium. Yeah, they got an Eater in here. This really does feel like an APOC deck, and they got a little hungry. So we can also put Embolus on a central, and that acts as, oh, now we can't. Well, let's go ahead and Biotic. And then That way, if they APOC us, we could just win the normal way. Because now we got a GT. Scoring that government takeover, baby. And they just did not have enough time to APOC us. So they gotta come in and get this. Now they could win in one turn. They're not. They're still prepping up for their game plan. So we're just gonna win with a hostile. Good game. Well played. Government takeover here in 2019. So that's the third or fourth government takeover we've scored. We're now 6-2. We lost the game because somebody left without conceding. If anybody ever wonders why there's like 2 little chat feeds, it's so that people watching on YouTube can see the Twitch chat that they wouldn't be able to otherwise, and vice versa. Also, it's September, so level 1 subs on Twitch are half price. So if you want to support the channel, if you have Amazon Prime, it's still free. And if you want to use a normal sub, you can spend. I think it's like $2.99 or $2.50 instead of $5. So yeah, government takeover. Okay, I think this is a keep. Good luck, have fun. So probably what we're gonna need to do here is we're gonna put, oh jeez.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
But drawing the GT like right away. So we're gonna start with this. Horde him on the remote with the CityWorks project and the ice wall. Now we could get punished with this because we did not hide that that was an ice wall. But risks have to be taken. Thanks, San, for the sub. Everybody who subs gets our lovely Balder emote of my very pushy stream companion. So, not surprisingly, we got a little bit. But we can up the strength of Ice Wall almost immediately, which feels pretty nice. Yeah, you're right. I completely misplayed that. So now we got an asteroid belt on HQ. So they can't go get that, otherwise they die. So they gotta go into R&D, basically. We're still setting up without them actually having stolen an agenda. We just need more money. Because they don't have a ton of money either. Basically, once we can get out of credit hell, we're going to be in pretty good shape, which now we are. Once we can get this Mausolus up, that gets to be pretty spicy. I'm having a surprising amount of fun playing this archetype that I haven't really visited in a long time. So it's nice to see that somebody put some work into it and has been having some success. Yeah, I mean, I know it's good. It's just the archetype is very hit or miss, and the people who play it effectively really put a lot of work into making it work, for lack of a better way of putting it. Like, it's not something where you're just picking it up and it works. Do you know what I mean? It's something that you really got to put a lot of practice into. Yeah, if they're on Amina, I think it's 6 total for Amina to break Wormhole, which is not super expensive compared to other stuff. Ooh. Let's do it. Let's put out the GT. No. It's biotic. And then we're going to get to put down advancement tokens, and we can do it again. Oh, right, and we'll have government takeover to click for credits. It's amazing to me how much we've been seeing the government take over early, and it hasn't felt bad, because people have a really hard time getting early accesses. The one exception to that was that Atom deck, but Atom decks are kind of built for that, right? To have that incredibly strong early game pressure and really get a lot of value out of early accesses. Yeah, now they gotta think, because now they have a limited number of turns potentially to close. Because we just took over the government, the gooberment. Because the other big thing is they can still die to a punitive if they install Amina and like rip through ice trying to get to this, right? They gotta come take it, though. If they don't come take it, yeah, I was gonna say. So we'll res. If they don't... Okay, they're gonna try to get another agenda. So I think we got them. Because they're out, and they get another one. Okay, so we're gonna government takeover. Government takeover. Actually, let's math it. So 3 gives us a base trace of 5, plus another 6 is 11. I mean, we can force them to spend all of their money or die. That feels pretty good. So ideally here, they would not hit the Rashida. Man, being able to use government takeover to just pound for 3 credits feels pretty good. And we only have 7 agendas in the whole deck. They can absolutely win here, but it's not super duper like... Nope, they got it. Okay. I guess maybe we should have waited to do the combo one more turn. Because then we would have had, the city work scored. Maybe that was the critical mistake there. Yeah, I agree. They weren't really pressuring HQ at that time, so we probably could have waited and slow rolled. Alright, let's do one more. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of cool new cards. The Space Ice really does have some gorgeous art. Alice, almost certainly an APOC build. They're probably going to get rid of the punitive and then come back in for the city works. I think we can still take this back, as weird as that is to say. So our biggest thing here is we need to get pretty deep on ice. Once we've accomplished that, we can try to score out. I mean, no point in delaying the inevitable. They're not gonna get to the point where they have less money. Walter, please stop. I mean, we lose here. There's not really a good way in which we win. Alright, so we're starting to lose momentum with this deck a little bit. But I think it's a good deck, obviously. And I think with a little... Brother, stop. With a little practice, you could definitely have a lot of competitive success with it, especially if you know that a lot of people are on kind of like late blooming runners that take a while to set up. You can kind of try to like really blitz out, because this deck does have the potential to fire the combo very fast. I think it just is something that you need a lot of practice with. I'm not as good as managing the internal economy of like when to advance agendas, when to use them as a bank, etc., etc. But yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. It's on the front page of Popular on Netrunner DB. Let me link it again in the chat. But yeah. And tomorrow, everybody make sure that you tune in tomorrow around 9 Eastern Time. We're going to be streaming with the Card Booster Pack spoilers. So I'll be testing them on JNet. So, till I see all of you beautiful Netrunner humans again, always